Spring doesn't arrive all at once. It doesn't rush in or demand your attention. Almost unnoticed. A little warmer sunlight in the morning, fewer dry leaves in the corner of the balcony, and slowly, you find your way back here again. This balcony used to be full of life. Fresh greens growing in every corner, the smell of basil in the air. Mornings where I could step outside, pick a handful of leaves, and feel like I was living something real. But somewhere along the way, I stopped showing up. Not because I didn't care, just life got in the way. The soil dried out, the plants faded, and this little space went quiet. But today, I'm back. Not to fix everything at once. Not to make it perfect, just to begin again with something small. I take out my seed tray. It's not new. There are scratches, a bit of old soil still stuck in the corners, and somehow I like it that way because it reminds me I've started here before and I can start again. The soil feels softer than I expected. I press it gently between my fingers, loose, light. There's something about touching soil. Everything in my head slows down. No deadlines, no pressure. Just one simple thing. Plant the seed and wait. I start with spinach. The seeds are tiny, easy to overlook if you don't pay attention. But I know in a few days they'll turn into something alive. Soft green leaves, fresh, full of energy. I place each seed down carefully. Not too close, not too far apart. I've made mistakes before. Planting too crowded, nothing grows right. Too far apart, and it feels like wasted space. Now, I don't try to be perfect. I just follow what feels right. Next, bok choy, one of my favorites. It grows fast, it's forgiving, and it always gives me that quiet feeling of, I can do this. Some days, just seeing something grow is enough. Then, water spinach. A small piece of home, something familiar. No matter where I am, this plant reminds me I can still carry a part of my life with me. Each seed placed slowly, no rush, because I've learned this isn't about how many seeds I plant. It's about being here while I do it. I cover them with a thin layer of soil, gently, like a soft blanket, not too tight, not too loose, just enough to protect something that hasn't even begun yet. Then, water. Light. Careful. I never pour too much, because these seeds, they're still fragile. They don't need intensity. They just need enough. That's something gardening has taught me, and maybe life too. More is not always better. Sometimes less, but done with care, is exactly what's needed. I place the tray near the edge of the balcony, where the morning light comes in. Soft, warm. I've placed it wrong before. Too much sun, not enough light. Nothing grew the way I hoped, and I used to think I was the problem. But now I understand. It wasn't failure, I just didn't know them yet. Spring doesn't ask you to be perfect. It doesn't rush you, it just opens a door and lets you try again. This balcony isn't big, there's no backyard, no garden space, but I don't see that as a limit anymore, because I've learned you don't need much to grow something meaningful. A small space, a little soil, a bit of patience, that's enough. I look at the tray again. Nothing has changed, yet. No green, no sprouts, just soil. But I know, underneath the surface, something is already happening. And that's the strange thing about growth. The most important part you don't get to see. Like seeds breaking open in the dark. Like healing after a long, quiet season. Like starting over without anyone noticing. I sit here for a moment, doing nothing, just watching, just breathing, just letting the silence settle in. Maybe in a few days, tiny green shoots will appear, and when they do, I know I'll feel it. That small kind of joy, the quiet kind, but real. I don't need a big garden. I don't need everything to be perfect. I just need a place to begin again. And for me, that place is right here. If you're watching this, maybe you've been thinking about starting something too. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. One seed, one pot, one quiet morning. And maybe a few weeks from now, you'll notice it's not just the plants that are growing. It's you too. I brush the soil off my hands, take one last look, and step back inside. Now, We wait. And spring will do the rest.